And wait. Okay, go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the minor league. My name is Greedalicious. With me is once again Raven. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we have Pokemon Leeds versus Nerd Herd. So I'm not. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit difficult with the names here because Pokemon, of course, have Pokemon names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them by their Pokemon names.
Same.
Like.
Hold on. I'm just gonna make sure that they know that we're.
Alright.
Okay, they're ready and they're waiting for us. So cool.
Don't they have like normal tags on the other team?
On Nerd Herd?
Yeah.
Well, kinda. They don't actually use their tag, so we will call them Legion, MJ, DOF, or GK.
Okay.
Whichever we feel like in the moment.
Settle on the name, please. I'm not gonna like.
Nerds.
Nerds?
Yeah, let's just call them nerds.
Wow.
Look, if they don't.
That's the best thing you could come up with. All right. Okay. All right. I got it.
In the spirit
nerds versus Pokemons. It sounds like
this
it could be
fits.
a horrible game.
Or a great crossover. And here we go.
Oh, it's live.
It is live already.
Oh, that was quick.
As always.
Alright.
Nerd Herd having very standard setup, so both teams have the same setup. So.
Both teams have the same setup. I think it's justified on this map to run 3 imps, one calf, one archer.
Yeah, you can't really play two calves here.
Yep. So it looks like Pokemon Legion or whatever, like just Pokemons
Just
are
Pokemon.
taking the tower thing here. I don't know why there would be a tower like that in the middle of a village, but you know.
It's can't think of anything either. Sorry,
Yeah.
the nerds taking the flag here.
I like that Chaff's taking this really far back position. There's like a lot of these little nooks and crannies you can sit in as an archer, so to speak, and it's reasonably difficult to get to them as either a cav or an imp. So
maybe I have to be a little bit careful. There's not that much cover, and then never needs to between shots, so to say. But he's in a good position. That's true. You're also taking the backline there, forced to fight up there, but oh, Jigglypuff taking on Black Dead in a 1v1 there, cat duel. Don't screw with these all packs too much. Comes in again. No calorie right now for Nerd Herd. Oh, but Jigglypuff getting dismounted as well. Team kill there from Milky.
These Pokemon showing what's up, dude.
Yeah, I mean you can't screw with Pokemons, man.
To be
Jigglypuff
fair,
is getting pushed, but Magikarp tries to splash in.
Okay.
Oh, Snorlax. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Snorlaxes, dude.
Yeah.
If
Just
you get in the way
walking
of a Snorlax as a
kills
Jigglypuff,
you.
I don't think that's gonna work, really.
You know, I watched a couple of seasons again of Pokemon, the first ones, and it does make sense that he would kill him like that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's canon, technically.
Anyways, what I wanted to get at is that I don't really got how nerds were trying to approach that fight, in the sense that they were sitting quite far back. Like they had Chaff in a good position, and they didn't really want to contest on the flag. Like they didn't really take the initiative. And when you give the opposing team the initiative, especially if they're Swadia, that's always going to favor the Swadian team.
Absolutely.
Like they can decide to come in with all their firepower, and
Also,
more likely than not, you're not going to be ready for it. Also, they got
losing your cavalry is always a no-no. If you lose your cav, you're almost guaranteed to lose the round. So.
Okay, looks like nerds were actually able to get around to this flag quite quickly, which means they're not going to be held in the choke point. Chaff doesn't have the best position here, though.
He doesn't, but it's decent enough. There's the tiny hill going down.
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, it's alright, but if a calf comes and pressures him, he has nowhere to go.
We'll find out shortly. Jigglypuff comes in. But team kill there from Black Dead. Jigglypuff catches a big hit as well, though. Tom stuck in this corner.
The Pokemons if they fight together a little bit more. You can't allow these calves to do any work.
No, you cannot. Leeds there, taking the kills. It's gonna be really frustrating because I'm gonna call them Leeds when I look at the scoreboard. But Tom's the last one alive here for the nerds, and Snorlax with a triple kill.
So the fun thing is, I don't know who any of these people are. So.
No clue whatsoever.
I have no idea. Snorlax is doing good though, so
He is.
it's good to know.
He
The
is.
Weedle, the poor little Weedle is left in spec, so.
Aww.
Aw.
That's always one of my favorites. I always, like when I played the Pokemon Yellow, I always wanted Weedle, but I couldn't. Sad day for me.
It would make sense if Ash was their leader, right?
He is, yeah. I think maybe he's zombie. I'm not sure though. That would make sense because he's their captain, so it would make sense.
Well, I just want to see a little bit more of a cohesive plan out of Nerds at this point in time. Like, they don't really seem to be trying to get anything done with the positions they take. Like, again, okay, so Chaff is going to set up a little bit further forward here, but I'm trying to see what they want to get out of these positions here.
I do like the Nerds positioning in the beginning.
If Nerds are gonna hold Pokemons here, they need to do it right there in that choke. They can't just let them take ground and then fight in the open here. Yeah. That's gonna favor Swadia quite a bit. They have the better anti-calf, they have the better calf support, so...
Be a little bit careful. Again, I can hear the calf duels in the background. Did Black Dead win or did he lose?
I mean...
Is that a rough game so far?
I don't like these duels and going
it's
on
a little bit
back.
unnecessary.
Like... It's a risk. You want to engage in a fight here.
Yeah, Tom leading the charge here as well. Black Dead taking on
Jinx
Ash.
is going to be able to put Chaff out of the fight, it looks like.
1 for 1 so far.
Going to leave him though. Chaff's going to shoot back into the fight again.
Yeah, he's going to be able to do that. Jigglypuff there with a nice double kill. After this pushes towards Chaff, taking him out of the fight completely. Dismounts him as well, but too little too late. Snorlax with another double kill. Magikarp. Will he evolve in this fight?
Well, I've got to say it's kind of been the infantry show for the Pokemons so far.
Well, Jigglypuff, cavalry.
Like the calves, obviously, like the calves have been dueling it out in the back, but I'd like to see Nerds play a little bit more around that calf having come in. You know, like if the calf keeps getting stuck in these calf duels, that's not where you want him to be. You'd rather have him sacrifice a little bit of HP on his horse to get out of that situation, and then maybe transition it into a bump or two in the actual infantry fight. Because I didn't see a lot of spears out. I think there were some opportunities where he could have come in and gone for the kill. And, you know, like, so far the Pokemon infs have shown that they
can take them in
They do better in the infantry fight. So
I mean, look at the ping right now as well for the Nerds. 109, 101, 95. Tom and Shafford only 2 people with low ping. They have a very low ping though. It's
that's
these
fair,
close map as well is not easy for them to take it.
Your ping doesn't really have anything to do with your like tactical decisions.
Yeah, also I mean that's the thing as well. If you know the enemy cavalry has so much of a better ping than you do, don't go in for these cat fights. Especially in these tight corners. You're just not gonna win them.
If you're an only Cav, and especially if you're up against a Swadian Cav, right? Like I think he had an all pike, so you're always going to lose that fight.
Yeah,
like
every single time.
Even
without the ping, you will lose.
On paper, anyways. Like on the off chance that you do kill him, great. But clearly that didn't work. So I'd like to see them go off of that. Like even now that they're Swadia themselves and they'd probably be favored in these Cav duels, just don't take the risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Try to get the value out of going into these infantry fights. Abuse the fact that they haven't been using their spears too much, or at least force them to use spears. You know, because that's already a thing. Like if you can force one of the imps to use a spear, that impacts the infantry fight quite heavily.
Absolutely. Weedle is now taking the spot for Snorlax. Not sure if I like that, honestly. Snorlax was playing incredibly well. Maybe Weedle will have some big shoes to fill. Yeah, cause you know, Pokemon.
Wow.
You can hear the tumbleweed just flying by.
Okay, so I kind of like what Pokemon's trying to do here, setting up a little bit more further forward, but they're actually gonna put Ash into the fight, like in melee as well. Jigglypuff
getting stopped there by nothing, seemingly. Oh, but a nice kill.
Completely shut down.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, 2 players left now from Nerd Herd. 4 players left from Pokemon Leeds. Tom is in a bad spot. Okay. Yeah, he does get cut down.
I think this is where you say, like, we're gonna switch Chaff off of Archer. Because he hasn't been able to get anything done, either because he got pushed or he just didn't have enough time. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, I guess, but...
Yeah.
you know, he just wasn't able to land shots.
That's the thing.
Whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, on the last map, last set even, he couldn't really get any shots done, and that was last year.
The thing is, the nerd infantries have been sticking closely together quite a bit, but they push forward all the time, and then Chaff's position in the back is often a little bit off. It seems like, like to the point where one of the imps from the Pokemons can just go away from the fight and push him into melee, and every single time, I think it's Zealots playing Cav, or yeah. He gets shot down every single time.
That's such a good start as well for them. Ash catching with a headshot and taking down Shaft completely. Jinx as well taking
and
down
you just
Predator.
see that nerds are split up right now.
Yeah, so like, split up. Tom
that's
again fighting a 1 versus 2. He's done that every single map so far. He needs some help, doesn't get it. Magikarp takes the kill. 1 versus 1 here. Milky versus Jinx. Jinx just cuts him down and Leeds takes another win.
Yeah.
5-0. Guaranteeing the first round.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get any value out of their archers, they haven't been able to get any value out of their calves, and it basically just leaves it puts their imps under a huge amount of pressure, right? I think the fact that their calves and archers are never able to get an opening pick for them or put extra pressure in the fights, it really impacts their playstyle a lot, because you're gonna feel forced to get something done, which makes it so that you take more risks, and taking more risks makes it more likely you're gonna lose in the infantry fight.
As well, there you can see Zealot's just pushing a little bit too far for no real reason. I mean, you don't have to run all the way out here to scout that out. Also, not having a helmet, it's a very American thing to do. Especially a Swatter, you can easily get a helmet. But maybe it looks like he took the heater shield instead. I would still take a helmet, but.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like Pokemons are gonna try to push up here. I'm not sure if I like that too much.
Yeah, this should be going for DOFs.
But, the thing is, nerds aren't grouped up at all.
Not at all, they're so split up right now. Tom again just runs off to fight Ash Ketchum here, and Jigglypuff.
I think he's gonna die there.
He's not looking good. He takes a good chunk of Ash's health there, but Link's taking down one.
Pokemon imps. They're fighting together, one of them has a spear out just in case.
He's there to stab if... It hasn't gotten any stabs yet, but he's there to... if it's needed. Right now, where is Celots even? Probably helping out Tom. Tom getting 1 kill here. And yeah, Celots is there, but meanwhile, 3 players are dead. Celots get that kill, but...
So, in a sense, I liked the way that...
I liked the positioning in the beginning.
Yeah, I liked the positioning in the beginning from Nerds. It's just like I guess they didn't anticipate for the Pokemons to push up there, though. And that's kind of created this chaos. Like, they were not on the same page. That's for sure. Yeah. Like, people were making different calls all over the place there. And I just really like the way that Ash, like the archer player for Pokemons, was like, he was really liberate in him switching to melee and pushing in with the imps. Which I kind of like in the situations they did that. Simply because, like, especially in that middle flag, it happened a couple of times. If you leave your archer there, it's really possible he's going to get pushed. Yeah. Like, it's almost 100% going to happen. And given the fact that it looked like Zealots wasn't really ever able to get anything done as a cav, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he will need to step it up if he wants to.
I fully agree. Like Berta is now playing for the nerd. Which is strange, because I did ask him earlier if he was playing match was, and he said he didn't have a match, so I'm wondering if he's not on the roster. But as long as he hasn't won a tournament, I'm pretty sure that's okay. So either way, it should be okay, but maybe they just weren't quite prepared for this map. See now Valoran. Quite a standard map, I would say. I think most people are quite...
Valoran is a standard map. I'm expecting to see more of the same comps here. Like, it's definitely possible to go for like a double calf setup on Serenades or something.
I would say 2 calves, yeah. Yeah. I think that's quite expected here. Potentially 3.
Well, I mean, it depends. You're quite flexible as Serenades on this map. As Rodok's a little bit less, I think you're forced more into the like 3 to 4 inf setup there. Yeah, which they do have. They have. Okay, so both teams going for 3 imps to
archers.
Right, I like that.
I can accept that. Yeah, accept that. And Berta is now not playing. So yeah, I think he was just not sure why he's here.
Yeah, he has spec in front of his name, so
I'm assuming he's just She could
Alright.
do on this channel right here. You can see it in my name.
So it looks like nerds like they exchange some jabs, which is going to give them a little bit of an advantage in that regard, especially because Jigglypuff seems to have a courser.
I saw that too.
It's going to be all about the calves here. Like, obviously, it's very inf-oriented setup, but you're looking for your calves to make the openings so your imps can get the kills. That's what the focus is going to be on entirely here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be about denying calf entrances, playing around smartly, don't overcommit to fight, see if you can bait out some calves, whittle them down, especially considering the jabs they have, which they don't seem to be using on the calves right now. I'd like to see them save it for the calves anyways.
Pokemon cows are playing quite aggressive as well. Not really what you want to do with a course.
Yep.
Potentially you can, but you need to make sure the enemy is not...
Okay,
oh,
so we need... Yeah, the calves are already coming in.
Jinx there with a nice hit on Milky.
Focus on the calf. I don't think they should focus too much on the imps, but rather the calves attracted to those fights.
Yeah, Tom there once again. Oh, a team kill there from the Pokemon. Then again, 2 kills instantly afterwards. Tom goes down, Stealth goes down, Shaft goes down, Magikarp with a double kill. Milky now, triple kill from Magikarp in the background there. Milky does take down 1, but yeah.
It's a real shame. Like, Nerds has been splitting up so much.
Yeah, they have.
I'd like to see them commit to the infight much less, you know, like...
Yeah.
The thing with Rodox is that it's slightly difficult at times to be too aggressive, simply because you have a lot slower weapons than the opponents, generally speaking, do, and you have heavier armor and shields, which is going to slow you down. But the thing is that as Serenids, if you split up there, then calves will just come in and they'll just kill you. It doesn't matter if they're Rodok calves and they have worse stats, it really just requires a bump and a follow-up hit. Which means that I think for Serenids the game plan with this setup should definitely just be like, okay, go into the infight, but just weave in and out of it. See when the calf overcommits, then just full on go on him with all the calves and the imps and just capitalize.
Gonna have to, yeah. Jigglypuff is still just harassing the hell out of Black Death here. Just joust as much as they can, trying to take him down. A lot of damage to him as well, but Jigglypuff there gets stopped. Black Death doing a little bit of damage here. Crashes into his teammate though.
Okay, I'd like to see them try and lock up these calves in the market a little bit. Yeah. Maybe they can like whittle them down a little bit. Because they can't just be taking this free damage all the time. Like, that cannot be happening.
Jigglypuff getting dismounted. Perfect timing there. Doing a lot of health damage.
Alright, so that's step 1. That's step 1. Yeah. I think the other calf is kind of in a bad place too. Oh, but again, Nerd Imp's so split up.
Yeah, they're always so split up.
They're like in a triangle right now.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Really
it actually properly is a triangle. It's very hard to spot everyone here in the flag. Tom's tries to take on Weedle.
Both calves for Nerds dismounted as well.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Jinx is still up on his feet, or 4 of them.
Wow.
Is flying in the kills here, yeah. Jinx for the kill.
Wow.
Pretty much everyone right now has a kill each. Trafto takes down 1.
I don't know who communicated that push onto the flag, but I think that was very poorly timed. The flag wasn't that far up anyways, and they were actually they were dealing with the calves back there.
Yeah,
like I think either you keep dealing with the calves back there for a little bit longer, and maybe you'll get like 1 or 2 extra kills out of it. Or they push off of the flag to come to help, try and support their calves or try to fight around them, which means they're not putting pressure on the flag and you have some wiggle room. But instead, they just push onto the flag 1 by 1, it looked like, and they just got split up.
Yeah, always split up. I want to see Tom and Shaft and Milky just group up together and fight. Like this here. This position right now. Tom is alone once again here.
Yeah, there needs
Milky
to be
almost dead.
There needs to be one inf who has who can make target calls.
Yeah, absolutely. Black Dead, they're taking on Jigglypuff.
That's a good startup kill.
Jigglypuff as well being very low. Nice there by the Nerds, doing a lot of damage.
They're gonna need to take this horse down from Jinx.
Absolutely. He's the last one alive though, so he will go down. Taking this cavalry might be a good thing for them. Just taking the horse. There we go. Does a little bit extra damage.
Yeah.
Jinx has so much equipment they want to steal from him right now. That was a strange decision to be doing there.
It might be better for them to try and kill the rider, if possible at all.
Absolutely. That horse would be a big boost for them. Just bump him down. Give it to
They
Zealots.
have like 2 minutes, you know, like
Yeah,
there's plenty of time. Alright, there we go.
Gonna take it.
Take the horse.
Black Dead's gonna take it. I would have given it to Zealots, honestly. The ping. Black Dead has a decent ping. So. Well, 87.
I think Black
72.
Dead has been having more impact than Zealots.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you want to give it to the guy who's not been as impactful? Just bump down?
But no, a war horse is an impact horse.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen Zealots land that many bumps yet, I think. That you want to give it to Black Dead. Black Dead's gotten 3 kills, Zealots, I don't even know if he's gotten kills this match, so... Like,
he did, but yeah.
I'd rather put, like, my money on Black Dead in that case.
First round for Nordherd. Good. They're gonna have to do a lot to pull this back, though. This is only map wins, which means it's technically 1-0 right now. The overall score doesn't technically count. Just keeping it there for prosperity reasons. So this is completely potential for Nerdherd to win this match.
So they need to stop using these jabs randomly. On
they do. There's no chance of that hitting.
On the field.
Yeah.
2 coursers. I think they just have their game plan wrong.
Yeah, I
they're
think
going
so.
in 1 by 1 and they're not focusing the right target. Those are the issues they're running into time and time again.
Oh, Zealot's
that's
nice!
a really nice kill, though.
Beautiful. That would not have happened with a horse.
He might not have been quick enough with a war horse.
Absolutely. Now comes in again. Let's get dismounted there.
Oh,
Zealots,
come on.
so.
They need to call out those horses.
Yeah,
like, those coursers need to go down.
A little bit sloppy. Black Dead getting a big hit in the back there. Jigglypuff takes him down completely. Milky as well goes down in that, but Snorlax double kill. Tom fighting once again, a 2 versus 1. Draft there? Ah, there we go. Does go down as well. Unnecessary there.
So Nerds always keeps planning up all over the place, and they let the infantry and the calves from Pokemons just completely dictate where the fight goes. It's like, okay, now we're going to put this person into a 1 versus X situation, like 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, you know, and like that's the second round there where Nerds had a player advantage and they just throw it away.
Yeah.
And it's really due to them having poor calling. Like, okay, there's a calf, all focus the calf. But in order to be able to do that, you need to be together. So, you know, you all gotta be on the same page. You can't just be like, oh yeah, but, you know, I'm getting pushed into this direction. No, like, you call out a target, you all go for him, you all watch each other's backs, and you're gonna have a much higher chance of winning the infight, you know. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, outside of early picks, I don't feel like the fights have been going Nerds' ways at all.
No, it really hasn't. I mean, technically, the longer the fights happen, the lower the chance the Nerds have to win. It's the way they've been playing so far. Because they always split up after first like 3 seconds or so. Everyone's nicely grouped up, and then...
Well, that's how you go in.
Yeah, exactly.
But the whole point is that you have someone who's like, alright, so we're going to fight these imps like on the left side here or something, like of the area you're currently in.
Yeah.
And then everyone will try to stick to that side as they fight. And just naturally speaking, it will like make everyone more aware, like spatially aware.
Yeah.
You know.
Whereas
if you just say like, alright, let's go fight them, then it's much more likely that one of your imps will decide to like go for an imp in the back, and one of them will go for the archer, and then one of them will stay to fight all the other imps, you know, and that's where it goes down, and it goes downhill from there.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
Like
so, right now,
you can't have all your imps making individual decisions like that. It won't work.
Sadly, it does not. Ash Ketchum now is being on spectate. The Pokemons have been let free.
Yes. So, is this live?
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I mean, I guess we should mention 4 crossbows for Pokemon Alus, or for archers, I should say, not crossbows. You would expect it, if
these
anything.
are the Pokemon's special attacks, you know, like.
Yeah, exactly.
When they've charged up their special attack.
Yeah. Certainly. Weedle with a very
this
bad
is
shield
an
as
issue.
well.
They cannot fight in this choke. I'm not sure why they pushed. Oh man!
Do they know, by the way, that they still have to win this?
I don't get why Nerds didn't hold that entrance.
Yeah, that was.
That is really. They should just push this.
Yeah, they need to. There's no reason for them not to push this. 2 kills for them. Jigglypuff's gonna go down as well. Weedle goes down. There we go. Milky with a double kill. Jinx now, last one alive.
Alright, that was, wow. I don't know. There were a lot of, in my eyes, really stupid decisions made in that round.
Well, this is what happens when you free the Pokemon. They just do whatever they want, and
yeah, clearly. I don't.
So
Okay, so
the question is,
going for arches is fun, but not even dropping a shield for one of them and then pushing through the tunnel, that's just wow. But I mean, on the other hand, Nerds didn't bother holding them at the choke, so.
Leeds
Again,
now going with 4 cavalries,
oh man.
realizing that 4 archers doesn't work. This is clearly the way to go. Again, they do know that they have to win the map, right? Jigglypuff there, with a nice dismount on Black Dead, but...
Well, I mean, they dismounted the Warhorse.
Yeah,
again,
Snorlax though dismounted
like,
as well.
Team play doesn't seem to be there. Like, one of their imps is shooting with a crossbow.
Yeah.
The other imp was trying to help out the cav, and the other imp was just kind of looking around for calves to stop.
Yeah. That was there as well. Kind of just
and
left
now
on their own
surrounded.
Devices, yeah.
And
Kill Weedle
probably
quickly.
going to split up even more. They need to say like, okay, we're gonna push
Fight
the infinite
inside,
tower.
yeah. Fight inside the tower.
Like, I don't understand why that call's not being made.
2 versus 4 right now. Nerdherd's only having 2 players.
Well,
right now they can just
fighting
dismount.
inside here does favor Nerds.
Yeah, but Milky had a lot of damage done. Weedle,
Yeah, alright.
This should not have happened.
You know, I thought like they had chaff on crossbow for a second, right? I actually really liked that because, okay.
They're kicking themselves as well. Health bar is slowly going down. Sometimes, not always. Do they know that he's not actually taking damage? This could end up in a draw. Let's just wait and see. Yeah. Technically Zealous is winning, yeah, he's doing way more damage to them. Oh, he does take down Weedle. Snorlax got sleepy and decided to just kill him instead.
Okay. Yeah, I have absolutely nothing to say about that.
No, congratulations, Pokemon.
They won?
Yeah.
No, wasn't it 3-1? Oh, well, I guess if it's a
draw,
then
it's
still
still
the
a
same,
win.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
That was
well,
with a dismount there.
That's that then.
Jinx checking down cells completely. Yeah, this is kind of a shame to see from Nerdherd. I mean, the ping is, as we said, not in their favor, but
well, I mean, yeah, they're not.
they could have played way better
They're
than
not
this.
on the same page.
Oh,
No,
it seems strange. It didn't make it far though in the tournament.
I don't know who is commanding for them because it felt like they were just not. They didn't have a commander or something. That's really what it felt like.
That's
like
quite
nobody
likely.
was making decisions.
I think Kane and I think Kuhot are both on the rosters, and if anyone who would be commanding, it would be them.
Doesn't look like they're playing though.
No, they're not here tonight for sure. So, I mean,
Well, isn't this like an elimination round?
yes.
Yeah, so that's weird for those people to be gone then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you, Cracks, for the sub. Although this is not the best match in the world, you could have done that on. I would have said save it for Tuesday when the thing happens, but thank you, Cracks. I love you, dude. And it works properly. You know, Jinx getting dismounted finally. No follow-up though. Looks like Black Dead's client was a little bit mismatched there. Milky dismounted.
I mean,
Let's get taken down by Snorlax.
Let's be honest. I don't think anybody is taking this seriously anymore.
I don't know. Snorlax does go down. Jigglypuff taking on Black Dead instantly afterwards. And confirm quad sucks, says Cracks.
Alright, look, I cannot take this seriously. I'm really sorry, but there's no way in hell you're going to tell me that anyone is caring about this at the moment.
Tom is playing crossbow. So this could work out for them. They just need to group up here and play together. They're close.
Yeah.
Okay, Cells goes down. Okay.
It almost worked out for them. So tell me, how was that going to work out?
If they jumped down, they could have kept fighting underneath. Would have been a good position for them to fight the calves. But no, that was simply a very strange match. I expected some trolling from Leeds. I mean,
I
we
mean,
saw
they
them.
played very solid.
Oh yeah,
first
that's the
map,
thing.
First set of second
Their
map,
their
so.
equipment and stuff was a bit weird, but they
Well,
played
I mean,
very well
the
together.
thing is, it's a little bit difficult to put a finger on what the weaknesses of Pokemon's really are when the opposing team is well making as many mistakes as
they
are.
made quite a few. Oh,
Because I feel like that they got handed so many of these rounds on the silver platter. They didn't need to have any elaborate strategies or anything to work their way through the match. It's just that it was pretty straightforward, right?
Yep.
Like opposing team, they split up. They don't call out targets. They just let everyone do whatever they want, which means even with the basic game plan, you're going to beat that. You know.
Play
It's
together
as simple
wins
as that.
game. That's all. Basically, that's the number one tactic
Well, I
in this
mean-
game. Play together.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is, you just need to be fighting like you just need to be fighting in like the same area. That already helps. Like even if you don't have like the best one-on-one team play, playing in the same area opens up for a lot of possibilities. Where if a calf comes in and bumps someone, everyone will be able to pounce on that.
Yeah.
The calf just needs to call like I'm bumping someone. It's not very crazy teamwork or anything. You just say I bumped someone in the fight, and since everyone's fighting in the same spot, everyone is able to have their shot at capitalizing on it. And you just need one person capitalizing on it. You don't need to have 3 people throwing their lives away to go for the kill. You just need one person who happens to have a little bit of breathing room to go in, get the kill, and you have an advantage, which is, to be honest, that's what Pokemon did all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty much what.
And, not much more difficult than that.
That's all you need. That and love. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna play some public. Good?
Oh,
congratulations to Pokemon Leeds. Should maybe do this